Hello, welcome to day 22, Suspected. So let's begin talking about personality. We tend to think about personality as something that is exclusively God given, as if it's only about nature and has nothing at all to do with nurture. The implication of which is that personality is rigid, it's set upon birth, and it's unchanging. But that isn't entirely true. Personality is also a system of self that emerges from within our family origin to maintain a sense of inner security. In other words, personality has three purposes. One, to minimize anxiety. Two, to ward off disapproval. Three, to maintain self esteem. In other words, let's say you use humor to avoid having serious conversations or to avoid attention being on you. Or let's say you refuse to take a compliment or you're quiet in large groups but a chatterbox one-on-one or anything like that. It's generally done to maintain a degree of inner security. For example, go even deeper on this. Let's say my dad was a really quiet guy and I never knew where I stood with him. He never really let me know whether he was proud of me or not. Well, it's natural for a child to want to know where he stands with his dad. Just look at God the Father. I mean, he went out of his way to tell Jesus he was pleased with him during his baptism because humanity, it's what we need. We need to hear from God. This is my beloved child with whom I'm well pleased. Well, because I never heard that my dad was proud of me, it would be natural for me to develop a pattern of self-deprecating humor. It would be natural for me to do something like talk about myself in exaggerated negative terms around my dad in the hopes that he would correct me and give me what I need. And I would do this to ward off fear or disapproval, to minimize the anxiety I feel about not knowing about where I stand in the world and with my dad, and to find some way to maintain self-esteem just to get through the day. Well, the same is true for you and your personality. Maybe you don't have self-deprecating humor, but if you take the time to examine the repeated relational patterns that pop up in your life, you'll see different aspects of your personality that emerge as defense mechanisms. In today's email, actually, below the normal video, I'm offering a bonus video, and I'm going to go over and give you a survey of pretty much all of the different defense mechanisms that exist to help you do an inner examination and see which one is the biggest pattern in your life. I hope it blesses you, and I hope you check it out. But anyway, what does all of this have to do with the fear of being suspected? Well, behind every defense mechanism and personality pattern built to maintain security is a fear of being suspected. It's an inner compulsion to prevent someone from discovering who you are truly on the inside, or at least who you believe you truly are on the inside. So it'll be this inner compulsion that will say something like, hurry up and be smart before everyone realizes how dumb you are. Or I better put on my makeup and look nice or everyone will see how ugly I am. Or I better be the life of the party or no one will ever have a reason to be my friend. We have this broken self-perception down at the core, and we're terrified that if someone is suspecting that at our core, we are in fact annoying or useless or worthless or ugly or untalented or boring or burdensome or unlovable, that if we think someone is suspecting that of us, we're going to act out. We're going to overcompensate. We're going to try to prevent them from getting to the core and revealing to us that what we fear most about who we truly are is true. So we speak out or we act out or we stay silent because we're afraid that someone is onto us. Now, when we ask Jesus to be delivered from the fear of being suspected, we're really asking Jesus to help us not be so self-conscious. We're asking him to heal the parts of our personality that are rooted in lies that we learned in the school of love with our family of origin. We're asking him to help us stay in the truth of the present moment, aware of him and his love, so that we can be free to move and be in the world as we're called to. We're essentially asking him to heal us of a false belief that we are something other than a beloved child of God. So, from the fear of being suspected, deliver me, Jesus.